Okay, hey everyone. This is Master Lama Rasaji with Wellness Wednesday. And as you know, this is a new series that we're doing weekly to connect you with spiritual wellness, energy wellness, and nutritional wellness. I'm real excited today because I have a spiritual sister on with us named Kare, and she is amazing and beautiful energy. Been into energy for a long, long time and found us serendipitously, and we are excited about how that's coming about. We're going to be doing a lot of things with Kara, but what she's going to share with you today, you might want to get a pencil and paper handy because you're going to want to know how to get the stuff and get it in your body. And I'll be sharing some of my own experiences now. Kara, how are you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely incredible.
Well, Care, what I would love for the audience to do, because when you sent me your information and your care package, which I absolutely adored, I want you to share people a little bit about your background and what's gotten you to iHeRQles, if you don't mind.
Oh, I would be happy to. I've been a spiritual seeker my entire life. I mean, going back to in fourth grade, I always could see energies and played with fairies and wanted answers and really was afraid to talk out because you can't say those sorts of things. People think you're a little crazy. So I spent my time in the library and I read every science book there trying to understand this energy stuff that I was seeing that others weren't. Well, by the time I had read everything in the science section, I stood there and said, what next? And I heard a voice in my head that said, take one from the left, one from the right, and go home. And one side was metaphysics, the other side was religion. And I got Miracle of Lourdes, Song of Bernadette, and the other one was Autobiography of a Yogi, which you talk about every day. And I took it home and read it, and it just opened me up. I mean, it answered everything. And I started having miracles in my bedroom and more stuff that I couldn't talk about. But I've always been pretty open. And I've always been in search of answers, and I've always, done energy work. And I've been in natural healing and energy medicine for about 50 years now. So it's, been a really interesting time. I've taught yoga. I ran a yoga school for years. I taught yoga in China at the World Congress of Natural Healing, where in China, they didn't know about yoga. I mean, I've had a really interesting lifetime, but, it's all brought me full circle back to you, because I know you speak about, there's 4 pillars. You've got the positive thoughts, which I have no problem with that. And, the Daily Lama certainly helps with that. And breathing, I've taught breathing my whole life. And, the Lama's lotus breathing exercise is perfect. But the thing that I was missing, because I had a back injury and was not even able to walk for a while, was the movement. And I got turned on to your 45-day challenge and started doing the movement. And it was like, oh, thank God, I was missing this. And it brought my movement back. And then the other part is nutrition. And that's what I wanted to share. That's what I shared with you, and that's what you want to share with your friends.
Yes, it's wonderful. And it's always, we're so excited, you as a spiritual sister, and to be on the journey, and then to recognize the connection. And so what we want to share with people is you've discovered this company. And I was shocked that it was based in Texas. I mean, that just kind of shocked the woo out of me, but I love it because I always feel that if things are based in Florida and Texas, we have two great governors there,
Yeah.
and people who believe in free enterprise and not scared to stand up for it. So that's really exciting. So share with the audience here at the Circle of Life how you discovered this company and this incredible, unique product that they're bringing to market. Go ahead, Kare.
Well, it's called iHeRQles. It is 100% plant-based spray that goes right into your bloodstream. I'll tell you about that. But a naturopath called me and told me about this. And when she said that this is like nothing out there, it goes right into the bloodstream and hits at the root cause of aging and all of our issues. I went, whoa, everybody needs that. We live in toxic soup. You know, we're getting toxins from our air, our food, our water. We need to have plant-based nutrition, and it needs to go right into our bloodstream and help clean it up. So that got me excited. And I started using it. My whole family started using it, and we started going, oh my goodness, you know, this is amazing what it does. I'm an old college professor, and I have a fairly large following of people that ask me about natural stuff. And I started teaching people about this. And I mean, you can tell I'm a little excited about it. I'm passionate about this. And you say in your book and meditation, you know, if you're passionate about something, then you share it with compassion. And right. I love that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing this with compassion. This is 60 years worth of research and development. It was paid for, it was funded by European royalty, not to make money, but to find the cause of aging and then how to correct all the issues around it. And this is the answer to that. You know, so this didn't start like any normal company, you know, that mixed up by men to make money. This was started to actually go in and find the cause of aging, which they found was inflammation. That's no surprise.
Let me ask you, Kare, because I remember when I was on with you not too long ago, we were talking with Jim and with all his medical background. You mentioned that they extract the top molecules. I think to share with people what that's about. I think the audience would be very interested.
Well, this is quantum physics. Because, you know, there's 44 of the most powerful plants on the planet in this, but anybody could make an extract out of that, and it wouldn't do one little percentage of what this does. 50% of the science team were quantum physicists, and they figured out how to do something nobody else had done. They figured out how to go into the quantum structure of the plants. That's the level of light. And they were able to locate, isolate, and remove what I call the master molecules, the highest frequency, most active, most restorative parts of the plants. And I mean, over these 60 years of research with this, and you know, all the computerization and the 150 million different variables that they tested with this, this is something that nobody can duplicate. I understand the Chinese have tried, but if you try to reverse engineer, you have to heat it up, and that destroys plants. So nobody can do that. But this is the highest frequency, most active, most restorative parts of the plant. When you spray it in your mouth, this is all you do. 4 sprays under your tongue.
Right.
The body goes, whoa. You know, I know yours did when you first tried it.
Absolutely. Well, my experience was, as you know, got the product on the 1st of March, and here we are today recording on the 15th. And I got to tell people that it was very powerful. They know I'm very sensitive, obviously, like you are, to energy. Energy's been my life. And that's over 5 decades. And I was very excited the moment I put it in my mouth. Well, as a matter of fact, my first energy test was it was still wrapped in the plastic wrapping.
Mhm.
So I looked at it for a while, studied it for a while, got it in my energy field, and I could feel a positive flow. So then I put it in my left hand, still in wrapping, hasn't been wrapped yet, and I could feel certain meridians opening up in my body. So then I unwrapped it. It got stronger, doing the same thing. And then I squirted my first 4 squirts and swished it around in my mouth like I was taught to do any kind of herbal compound. And immediately could feel it activating the pituitary and pineal gland. And the crown chakra loved it, reached out to the 8th chakra just above. And then, very interesting, it started a back halfway down the governing meridian of the spine, which is one of the 2 major meridians in the body. And then it landed in a very interesting spot. It's the spot that acupuncture physicians refer to as the gate or the push of life, which is opposite the navel. It's about the 4th to 5th vertebrae. When you bend forward, it's the one that protrudes. It's exactly in alignment directly with the navel. And according to acupuncture physicians, when somebody's chi is high, it's as if 2 warm hands are on your back, pushing you forward, is why they refer to it as the push of life. And that's exactly where it stayed for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then the 2nd and 3rd chakra just absolutely loved it and opened up like a lotus flower. Now, my experience over the next few days was very interesting. On odd days, the first 5 to 10 days, my energy body or the meridian grid would respond. On the even days, my physical body could tell benefits was going. I felt my sinuses opened up. I felt even more circulation toward the optic nerve in the eyes. I felt that the 2nd day. I thought that was absolutely amazing, because that is a definite sign of increased circulation in the body. I could feel even circulatory tension in my body leaving, like in my neck. It was pretty amazing. Today, 15 days later, well, man, I can already see the backs of my hands, even the wrinklings beginning to change in the backs of my hands. And that's just 2 weeks.
That's
So,
awesome.
Kare, you've heard other testimonies. Give us 1 or 2 of your favorites and share with the audience.
Let me explain one thing, though, first.
Sure.
About what was actually happening in your body. I was going to ask you what it did to the chakras. Thank you very much. But when this gets into your bloodstream, this high frequency quantum nutrients the body's never had before, the circulatory system and the microcirculation open up, relax and open up. So then these nutrients can get where they're supposed to go. When you felt that opening in your eyes, when you felt it all over your body, that's the circulation and the microcirculation opening up. This is what I know. You can't get better if your blood's dirty and your circulation's clogged up. This goes in and opens the circulation. And what happens then is inflammation goes away. Inflammation, they found, is the cause of aging and all of our issues. So inflammation goes away. And then these nutrients get to where where it's been plugged up before and start nourishing. And everything starts getting better. And it boosts the immune system. It nourishes the immune system back to health. So the immune system can locate our fast aging cells and our damaged and diseased cells and get rid of them.
Yeah,
but yeah, I know it does. It makes so much sense. All this stuff that we've done with medicine and even supplements, it doesn't make sense. This just hits to the heart of our whole issues. So one other thing that happens is, I'm 73. When my body would lose cells, and we lose millions of them every day, and then they recreate duplicates of my 73-year-old cells. Now, because of iHeRQles, it's been boosting up my stem cells, nourishing them, and they step in. So you're getting rid of the old stuff and bringing in brand new with long life. So what happens? That's your question. What happens? What are some of the things? I am seeing reversals and things I've never seen before: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. For me, at 73, people have watched my wrinkles go away. You were talking about your hands. Over the last year and a half, I do a lot of videos, and people have watched my wrinkles go away and my skin start to glow. And that's just an indication of what's going on the inside. My energy is like full and flowing. I mean, and you can see how that worked with your body. I mean, and sleep like a baby. Have you noticed a difference in your sleep?
Oh, yeah. Well, the rest is deep, or what I want to share with the audience, which they'll probably get an exciting, even more excited about what Kare is saying. You see, molecularly, we're never more than 11 months old. On an organ level, we're never more than 7 years old. You can totally replace a liver in 7 years, but that's with the normal flow of somebody's blood. And it's going to be interesting because we know the blood turns over every 4 months. So it's going to be really interesting to watch how all these play against the middle. But I'm telling people, doing Tai Chi Gun, practicing and taking a supplement as powerful as this is going to be life-changing. And we're looking for a lot of people. I've had a lot of people since we've done talks on Enoch and other longevity. As you know, in my book, I mentioned a yoga master, great city yoga master by the name of Sri Tapas Vijay, lived 185 years old. A great Qigong master from China who lived 250 years old. Both of these, I chose these because they were validated by third party, including their own Chinese and Indian government. So people are going to look at this product as they're doing their 45-day challenges. And a lot of people are going to want to do what you and me have been doing. You've been doing now for how long, Kare? How long have you been taking the supplement?
iHeRQles has been out for about 1.5 years, and I've been taking it since then.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And I already know it's going to be my routine for a long time to come. My wife's getting ready to try it. We ordered some more product. Let's talk about, again, the company, if I'm not mistaken, they're based in San Antonio, Texas. Is that right?
Well, they have treated 300,000 patients in Europe through medical doctors and found everybody got better. And there were no allergic reactions, contraindications, or negative side effects. So it was Jim Barnett, the son-in-law of the head of the science team, who said, let me take this to the United States and put it in a company that can get it directly to the end user now at prices people can afford. And that's how it got here. And I was just lucky enough to hear about it at the very beginning. But what I'm seeing is, this has been scientifically documented to reverse biological age and issues by up to 20 or even 30 years. Nothing does that. Nothing does that.
Well, it's good stuff. And the key of it is that it's the most simplest way to take something. The fact is you're spraying it in your mouth, and it's incredible. It's funny. In meditation about 3 years ago, I must have been tuning into something because Spirit spoke to me and said, there's a spray coming out. Get ready for it. And the
Oh,
people
wow.
are going to, yeah, are going to do it. And that's why I was very interested to get you on when you mentioned that. And that came around me about 3 years ago. And I'm really excited about it. And as you know, as you are, I've worked in the elderly market for quite some time. And over the years, I have seen Tai Chi Gong do some phenomenal things. I've seen people get out of wheelchairs. I've seen people throw walkers away.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen some really powerful things. I'm very excited about a product that's so simple to use that can have impact not only on the moderate or healthy, but that could really, really help the people who are what we call, very, very ill, very, very imbalanced. And I want to put something in, we're not, Kara and me are not here today to prescribe or diagnose anything, and we're not guarantee anything. But what I learned, guys, a long time ago, and I learned this coming down the mountain on my first 45-day challenge at the top of Tibet. And on that 46th day, as we're walking down the mountain, the Maha Master, one of the 12 at the time, told me, he said, little Lama used to tease me about being a Lama way before I even considered being a Lama. And they knew a lot more than I do, and they still do today. But he said, Rasaji, you give the spirit and the mind and the body what it needs naturally, two things will happen. Number one, it won't settle for a substitute. And number two, it will heal itself. And that's what we're talking about here, to give a chance. So what we're going to do is we're going to thank Kare for stopping by. And you'll be hearing more from her to come. But click on this video, click on the banner and the link beneath to the side of this video, and you will get a lot more information. And I tell you what, the product is definitely worth trying. I can't wait to get this in my mom, who's just turned 85 years old, who had a tough time since the vaccine. I can't wait to get that in her system. My sister, bless her heart, that everybody's been praying for, actually started walking the other day, was flat on her back with double pneumonia for about 12 days at Mayo Clinic. Can't wait for her to give this stuff a try. So, we come together because the mission statement for over 1,000 years at the Lamasery has been the same. And that mission statement is, we're all about health, wealth, happiness for one human family. Health, wealth, and happiness. That is a famous Lao Tzu saying. And it's been our mission statement for over a millennium. And this product, I really believe, is going to be a big aid in that. Kare, thank you so much, sweetheart, for stopping by today.
Thank you. This has been an answer to my prayers, and it has been for so many people. And if you do it 3 times a day, it keeps it in your bloodstream all day long. And in 4 months' time, it will totally replace all the red blood cells in your body. So it's a physical upgrade. And then it goes on and on.
I used to joke with my son. I said, one thing automobiles have in their favor that human beings don't have is the ability to go in every 3 months and change their oil. I wish we could change our blood like that. And it sounds like this is going to give us that oil change that we needed. And so I'm so excited. Love to talk to you again down the road about this and other things. But again, thank you so much, Kare, for stopping by.
Thank you.
And God bless you and your family and everybody that's tuning. Guys, share this video, because all you're going to do is help a bunch of people. God bless. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.